The crew is still recovering from our prolonged attack on the enemy convoy during bad weather, and from our encounter with the near unsinkable merchant within. That encounter had cost us most of our remaining torpedoes. We now only have 3 more torpedoes on board, 2 of which are in external storage tanks and first need to be brought inside the pressure hull. A task that can't be performed until the weather improves. The encounter with the near unsinkable merchant has left the crew bemused and baffled. How is it possible that the merchant survived so many torpedoes before finally sinking? What kind of cargo did that ship carry that kept it afloat for so long? Theorizing about the ship's cargo has become the favorite pastime of the crew. Some say that it was filled with empty oil drums to be ferried to the oil fields in the Middle East. Others say that it was loaded with wood. Some say with cork. Others say that it was carrying a cargo of life preservers. And one man of the watch crew swears that he saw life preservers floating in the water. We most likely will never learn what the ship really carried. Maybe once we return back to port. But in any case, this is shaping up to be one of those stories that the man will tell in years to come. It is good to see that the men are having fun with the story. I, on the other hand, considering how close we were when we engaged the ship, I'm just really glad that they weren't carrying ammunition. The weather is stubbornly refusing to improve, but I need those 2 torpedoes removed from the external storage tanks and brought into the pressure hull. A task that will not be easy to perform in these conditions. Still, it must be done, and I think the weather is just calm enough that we can transfer the torpedoes into the pressure hull safely. Of course, there's still going to be a lot of water flowing into the submarine through the open hatches, as the decks get washed over by waves. For that reason, the bilge is first pumped completely dry, and the pumps will keep going until we have the torpedoes inside and the hatches closed. Everyone breathes a collective sigh of relief once the 2 torpedoes are finally inside. Water is gushing around in the bilge. Everything near the hatches is wet. The boat is going to smell terrible in the next days. The torpedoes are inspected, serviced, and then loaded into the tubes. We now have 3 torpedoes that we can fire at our enemies. We have spent some time in our patrol area, when during one night, suddenly a dark figure emerged from the darkness. A ship. Battle stations. Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of our amazing Silent Hunter 3 campaign with the OneAlex Edition. We have just encountered a ship, and it is again, once again, during the night, heavily overcast, so there's basically almost zero light, although it is almost, it will soon be 5 o'clock in the morning, local time, and I think that then the sun should start to creep over the horizon slowly, and we should get some light. But for now, let's have my watch crew report on the presence of the enemy ship 318. I can't tell what it is. I don't see anything. Turn towards it. Let's turn towards it, minimize our profile. I wonder if I should maybe dive. We are currently here, back in BE63, our original patrol area, just west of Brest. And we do have 3 torpedoes on board, and we still have all of our deck gun ammunition. Let's see what kind of ship we are dealing with here, and if we can maybe engage it. For now, bring the Yuzu to the bridge. I want to take a look at that ship that is somewhere ahead of us. Slow down. Watch crew, give me an update. Straight ahead. It must be there, I can't see it. No, wait, I saw a sliver of white there. Is that the bow wake or... I absolutely cannot see the target. I think that's... There's a little bit of white water that might be on the stern of the ship being churned up by the screws. No, wait, there is a shadow out there. The shadow of a ship. Well, this is an interesting situation. Is there a single ship out here? Just a single one. Okay, here's what I'll do. Let's dive down to periscope depth for now.
Auf Seerotiefe gehen.
I think this is safer since I don't know what is ahead of us. I think it's safer to dive to periscope depth and have my hydrophone operator have a little listen. I think that's a great idea. He should be able to confirm what we are dealing with here. Is it just a single freighter maybe? Or is there a warship nearby? I need to know before I do anything else. Okay. We're down. Come to a stop. Let's give this guy the best chance to hear something. Let's see what he can detect. Still scanning. Our boat is still, as you can see, swinging quite a lot from side to side due to the waves on the surface. The weather is not great, but it should calm down in just a moment, and he should be able to get a reading on whatever is ahead of us. Maybe we need to come a little bit deeper. But we are dropping anyway, as we are slowing down. So it should be fine. Pretty soon he should pick up something. Let me go to the observation periscope and raise this thing. I want to take a look myself. No visual. It's just too dark. It really is. Steam power torpedo in tube 5 and tube 1. If I fire torpedoes in these conditions, I'm gonna use those torpedoes. I can't see anything. Down periscope. Hydrophone, do I have to take a listen myself? What's going on? Why not? Let's see what's out there. Merchant. 130. That's it. Single merchant. Sound contact. 233. Very far. Sounds like another chugging merchant. Marker on position. We might have to investigate that later. 233, that is from our position up towards the northwest here. 313 degrees. Let's draw this line out. So we have another ship somewhere on this bearing. We'll check that later. Let's continue. Merchant, almost on 40. Okay, let me go back to the observation periscope. Take another look. Start speeding up again. No visual at all, it's just too dark, I can't even tell where the horizon is. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can tell where the horizon is, just barely. Just barely. Oh, there was a flash. But I can't see anything out there that resembles a ship. Obviously, whatever is out there is heading from left to right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Come to 80 degrees right. And since that's a merchant, there's really no danger, I think, of that being a destroyer. Speed up. He's not gonna have a hydrophone. Surface the boat. Back up we go. Okay. We have risen to the surface. Excellent. Let's get our hydrophone operator back to rest a bit. You can go and rest. You have a decent crew here, but yeah, my crew is overall getting a bit tired. They are still quite tired from the attack on that big convoy that they endured for many hours. So they are not really at their A game here. But my guess is they're gonna be fine. Let's exchange a few crew members while we have the opportunity. Just so that we have a fresh crew on the engines. You never know when you might need them. And let me bring you in here. Oh, that's nice. Everybody else is still pretty much tired. Radio operator 2, what about the officers? Yeah, no big difference there. Okay. Conning tower. Give me an update, can you see something? Bearing 334. Range 2600, that's quite close. Let's slow down. I think there is something out there. User back to the bridge. If that is on 334, that puts it... You know what, this is good. Let's come 30 degrees right. This is good because I'll try to position myself to the west of the contact. That way, when the sun starts to creep up on over the horizon in the east over there, when the sky starts to brighten, that ship will be silhouetted against the brightness of the eastern sky, while I will still be in the darkness. And I think that's my plan for right now. Shadow this thing until the sun starts to come up and we can see some more details on it. I still don't know what I'm even looking at, what nationality it is, nothing. Can't just go ahead and torpedo it without at least knowing where it's coming from. I think there is something... 307. Let's take the user and have a look. The waves are not making this easier. There is most definitely something. Right there. But apart from that, I just can't tell what's ahead of us here. I just can't tell. Let's try to shadow it. As I said, let's try to shadow it until the sky starts to get a little bit brighter there in the distance. I'll pause the video here, and I'll bring you guys back once we know what we're up against. See you soon. Welcome back. It is almost 5 o'clock local time, and the sky is now bright enough that we can see a silhouette over there. And that does not look like a small ship. Bearing to target is 280. User. Let's have a look. It's swinging too much. The ship is swinging too much in the waves, rolling too much. Can't get a good look at it. But regarding its nationality, that thing is sailing darkened. It's fair game anyway. I just want to know if that thing is armed, because if it isn't, my deck gun wants to have a word. I would like to know if there's a gun up there. But the waves, they are ruining it a little bit. Can I even get my gun manned? Yes, I can. It's just calm enough that we can get the gun manned. You know, preserving a torpedo would not be the worst thing to do. I think the roll is calming down a little bit here. That was a misconception. We could try to turn in. That might help us a little bit. Might also help me to measure the speed of the target.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 135.
Turn towards it. Yeah. I'm not brightening the image right now, because I think we will not need it. It is going to be much brighter in just a few minutes. Damn, look how much we are rolling. Oof. Even if I use the deck gun, I think getting shots on target will not be easy. Okay.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Almost completed the turn. User to the front. Now I'm getting a good look. No gun on the forecastle. Don't see a gun on the top of the deck there, near the funnels. It is not unusual for these merchants to have a gun in the stern, but I don't see anything there either. This thing might be unarmed. In which case, he is gonna have a really bad day. A very rude awakening this early in the morning. Come on. Give me a good look at that.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Come then,
Neuer
10
Kurs
degrees right.
146.
I don't think there's a gun. To be sure, I could of course try to overhaul the target, submerge, and let it pass close by, just to confirm visually through my periscope that there is no gun on board. But I'm in a good position right now, so, you know, why wait? I just want to verify. There's something back there, but I'm just not sure what it is. It's a crane or what? And is this thing steaming away from me? I think it is. Don't think it's coming closer. I think it is actually steaming away.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy.
Speed up the
Große
boat.
Fahrt voraus.
We are now charging ahead a little bit. Weapons officer on station, please. I believe that we are seeing an AOB of... It's difficult to say, really. An AOB of, oh, I don't know, about 110, something like that. Which would put their course on 210. I see a flag, but I can't tell the color of the flag yet. It's still too dark for that. It is a dark flag though. Might be red, in which case this is a British ship. Or a German one, although I do not believe that we are gonna find a German. Although, you know, this area west of Brest, the blockade runner, it's not impossible. Still trying to determine if that's a gun back there or not.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy.
Speed
Volle
up.
Fahrt voraus.
Have you noticed that the boat is now more stable as we have picked up speed? Oh, well, that's gonna be... Now that I'm picking up more speed, it's getting a little bit unstable again. But this is not gonna be an enjoyable gunnery duel for the gun crew. Absolutely not. Come right,
Jawohl,
10
Herr
degrees.
Kaloy. Neuer Kurs 155.
It is most definitely steaming away from me. I can tell that much by now. I'm thinking now of an AOB of something like this, 130 to 120. Yeah, course 210 is, I think I'm pretty much on the money with that. What kind of ship are you? Cargo. Lots and lots of cranes. That much is obvious. But what else can I expect from you? Can I expect a gun back there? Or is it just a crane? There seems to be a platform for a gun, but it looks empty. Did I really find an unarmed merchant out here? Of British nationality? That would be amazing. I'll try to measure their speed. Estimated length of the ship. This is a pretty long ship, so 150 plus maybe. I think I'll go with 150. Get ready. Doing this on the surface is not super accurate, but it'll do. It'll do. Get ready to stop the clock. Stop. 26 seconds. Let's go with 25 for 150. That would put the speed somewhere in the range of 12 knots. Wow. A bit faster than that even. That's fast. Maybe that's the reason why this thing is not armed. It's a fast transport. Okay. I think I've made my decision. Come to a parallel course,
Jawohl,
210.
Herr Kaloy. Neuer Kurs 210.
Increase speed on
Jawohl,
both
Herr
engines.
Beide Maschinen AK voraus.
I don't think the ship is armed. Let's come to a parallel course. And then I'm gonna man the deck gun. This is gonna be a gunnery engagement. And I'll have to start shooting pretty soon because it's getting so bright. It won't be long before they see me. If I can, I would really like to verify the nationality of this thing. But it's unfortunately too dark for that. However, according to the rules, well, they are sailing darkened. It's their bad, really. Watch officer, man the deck gun. You know what? Man the flak gun too. Both guns manned. Gun manned. Foredeck. Pretty stable, but hold on, boys. Fire at will, but actually hold fire.
Feuer einstellen.
Just turn the gun. Gun is trained. Otherwise they always miss the first shot, that's why I told him to hold fire. You will aim for the waterline. I want good waterline hits. Gun crew, open fire.
Feuer frei.
Good hit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good work, boys. She's turning. Oh, that's a miss, but that's fine. My gunners are gonna pummel her. Ooh, there goes a mast. Another good hit. My gunners have certainly improved over the course of our patrols. They used to be much worse than this. And for those of you wondering why I'm not shooting myself, well, the reason is quite simple. If I were to shoot myself, almost every single shell would hit, and that just wouldn't. You know, it stops being fun, and you can easily sink a whole enemy fleet if you are doing the gunnery yourself. It's getting a little bit ridiculous. I feel like letting the crew do it makes things a little bit more realistic. And more uncertain. You don't know if they're gonna hit or not. You don't know if you will have enough shells or not to finish the target. So that's fun. Oh, just missed. Good effort, boys. She's burning, I think. I think I see smoke rising, and not from the funnel, but from the superstructure. That went over. That's fine. Keep going. As soon as we are in a little bit better of a position, I'm gonna slow down. We are driving the engines quite hard right now. Man, this is a bad wake-up call for that ship. Good hits. Right into the superstructure. Right into the crew quarters. Oh boy. They didn't even get breakfast yet. We're getting some really good waterline hits here. This will not take long. Still trying to determine the nationality of that ship. Bearing is now 270. U-0. I still can't tell. No, we're rolling too much. It's a miracle that these boys can actually get a hit in while the boat is rolling so violently as it is right now. But they're doing very well. Wait a second. What kind of flag is that? I'm starting to get worried. Gun crew, hold fire.
Feuer einstellen.
They have a fire on board. Hold fire. Slow us down.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
Start heading towards them.
118.
Hold on, boys. This is gonna be brutal. This is gonna be a brutal turn. The foredeck might be a little bit flooded by the waves. But I need to get closer. I need to verify what's going on here. Okay, the fire certainly gives a bit more light. You're getting a little bit wet, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad down there, right? No. Explosion on board. We have heard them. Okay, the roll of our own boat has stopped. It's not so violent anymore, but now their flag is obscured by smoke rising. Slow us down.
Große Fahrt voraus.
What am I looking at? I still can't tell. It's driving me crazy that I can't tell what nationality this ship has. What if it is a German ship? We would be in a lot of trouble then. Start heading directly towards it.
103.
I think they are dead in the water. Slow down more.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
How are things on the foredeck? Not that great if we slow down. Okay, increase the speed again. Hold on, boys, hold on. Don't worry, the boat is gonna settle soon. Yeah, good. Try to keep you as dry as possible. I think it's a red flag. I just can't tell what kind of red flag. Anyway, I'm giving them a little bit time to evacuate. Get into the life rafts. I don't see any armaments on board. None. Empty gun platform in the stern. Come on, give me a good look at the damn flag. Damn smoke. It's British. I'm 90% sure it's British. In that case, we'll resume shooting in a moment. It is British. Confirmed. Okay. That's great. Let's turn that way.
Neuer Kurs 80.
Actually, belay that.
Neuer
Turn
Kurs
right.
173.
Oh, I'd like to stay upwind of this thing. Deck gun. You are free to engage.
Feuer frei.
Let them know that we are serious. And that they should definitely evacuate. Ooh, very good hit right there. We gave the water a bit of time to rush in, and now we have started another massive fire inside the hull. Smoke is rising. Good. Okay, let's look how the situation... There she goes! There she blows! Oh, God. God almighty, look at that. She's going up. Watch, officer. Secure guns.
Seewache auf Brücke.
Secure the guns. She's done. So what exactly did we sink today? We sank a medium merchant type 5, 6,700 tons. Excellent. That thing is gonna go down. Oops, didn't want to do that. And it's gonna go down very, very soon. And we quite possibly have a date with another ship somewhere to the northwest. We're gonna turn in that direction. To the northwest.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 307.
I don't see any lifeboats in the water. Do I check for survivors? I mean, we should be close enough to shipping lanes.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 72.
Damn me and my humanitarian streak. Turn around. Let's do this quick. Confirmed British. Get the user off the bridge, we don't need that anymore. Get the radio antenna up. The direction finder. She's sinking. Going down. Rapidly. Not sure that we'll find any survivors here.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 50.
The attack came very, very unexpected for them. And pretty soon our shells started to smash into the superstructure where the crew quarters are. So, yeah. Bad day for them. Absolutely horrible day for them. No, there are survivors. I see a few lifeboats.
Jawohl,
Let's
Herr
head for them.
Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 38.
The ship is sunk. The fire has been extinguished by the water rushing into the boat. Oh, what must those survivors be thinking now? Prepare some water and some some cans to hand out to these guys.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 3-5.
Getting closer.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine
Slow
Fahrt
down.
voraus.
Come a few degrees
Jawohl,
left.
Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 3-2.
Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Did they have passengers on board? It's possible. It's possible they were not only carrying cargo, but were ferrying passengers too.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Neue Bordmaschine, stopp.
Stop the engines.
Backbord, stopp.
It's possible that the passengers chose a fast merchant to bring them... Well, where was this thing going? It's a good question, really. They were essentially going south. Well, who knows to where they were going? Coming from England, are you? Well, you have chosen the wrong ship to sail on. And now you're in a horrible situation, but it can't be helped. Watch, officer. I hate to do it. Man the flak gun, just in case they should get any stupid ideas down there.
Flugzeugabwehrgeschütze besetzen.
You never know. Never let your guard down. Okay. Pass out the rations. You know, I can't even depress this thing far enough, but they don't know that. Passing out rations, but also ready to repel borders, just in case. Okay. Let's start speeding up.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Derzeitige Fahrt 2 Knoten.
Don't speed up too much. I don't want them to capsize because of our engines churning up the water. I hope these guys will be fine, that they will be picked up soon. We have other targets to pursue.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Ah, it's that little bug with the engines, isn't it?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt zurück. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Yeah, there we go. Speeding up again. I hope they make it home. Radio operator. Send a status report. Let everybody know that they are here. It's not super smart of me to do that. Enemy planes might be inbound now, but I hope that we can get far enough away from them that should not matter too much.
314.
Turn our boat, and then we are going to speed up and get out of here. Get the watch crew back to the bridge. Secure the anti-aircraft gun. There we go. Okay. I think this is a sufficient turn. We can power the engines now.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Volle Fahrt voraus.
Let's get out of here. By the way, if we go to the conning tower, we should see in here, yeah, there they are. You know, that thing, repel borders. It's not a completely hypothetical scenario. And here we have 2 machine guns ready for just such situations. 2 machine guns that can be set up on the bridge on the railing and can be used to control, for example, survivors in lifeboats, and a bunch of helmets here too. Guess next to the machine gun should be some ammunition, but I don't see it right now. Oh well, maybe it is somewhere here. We're leaving the survivors behind. Let me plot our course now. We are up here. This is where we sunk the ship. We are now gonna head up there, that way. Let's bring this to here. And this up to here, something like that. Delete everything else. Distance from that position to that position. The ship that I heard was pretty far away. My guess is somewhere in this area, 30 to 40 kilometers away. So this should be good here. Good. We'll head up there, we'll investigate. Hopefully we'll find another ship to engage. If not, well, then we'll just keep searching, I guess. In any case, this shall be it for today's episode. And this has been a fun episode, a short little engagement. How many deck gun rounds do we still have? We have 183 more rounds. Excellent. Good. We'll keep heading up there. Let's hope that the weather will finally improve and not worsen again. I wouldn't like for it to get worse again. Yeah, well, let's just see. We're ending the episode here. So, I really do hope that you have enjoyed this episode. And I would like you to tell me in the comments what you think of it. Should I have engaged this ship with a torpedo? I think I did the right thing here. I only have 3 torpedoes left, so using the deck gun seemed economical, but it did carry with it the risk that the ship we engaged was armed after all and would start shooting at us, so let me know what you would have done. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and to like the video. Thank you very much for your support. So, I hope to see you again next time. Until then, have some really great days and goodbye.